Respected Speaker, ma'am, honorable members, I'm extremely happy to make my maiden speech on the occasion on address of Honorable President of India. Firstly, I would like to object to the words of Kalyan Banerjee ji. Today he has commented on our Honorable Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, and also for misleading the House that he was arrested by ED and CBI. But our Honorable Chief Minister Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu was arrested by AP CID in my very own parliament, that is Nandyal. Nandyal parliament is since decades, it has been Congress and YSRCP strongly ruled. But I would like to question Banerjee ji, why do you think Nandyal parliament has won 7 on 7 assembly seats? And why do you think I have won more than the majority he was boasting about today? Why do you think people of Andhra Pradesh has given clear mandate by Telugu Desam Party with NDA Alliance and Janasena winning 164 out of 175 seats and 21 out of 25 parliament seats? He has also mentioned, he was very sarcastic. I wish he was here today at this session, but he was very sarcastic today. He mentioned our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is walking with 2 clutches, and 1 clutch is Telugu Desam Party. Sir, remember, I thought you were the senior most leader with immense knowledge, but please remember that the clutch you are talking about is not a clutch, but it's a sword. And as you can see, the world has witnessed our leader Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, who has transformed Hyderabad and Secunderabad into a IT or Biocon hub. How he has improved the farmers' lives, how our per capita income was increased. So, I would also like to remember that the youth of our state have been improved. They were employed under the rule of Telugu Desam Party. Our country coronates to be the 3rd largest economy very soon. And I'm sure Telugu Desam Party is going to become the jewel in that crown under the leadership of Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, Pawan Kalyan Garu, and the future of Andhra Pradesh, Nara Lokesh Garu. For the past 5 years, I would like to remind every citizen of Andhra Pradesh, when the country was developing, YSRCP, the past government, for the past 5 years, it has missed the development bus. The YSRCP, due to its unhealthy fiscal policies, now the state we have acquired is in severe economic crisis. As I can say, Amaravati, ma'am, is there any state without a capital in this country? That is our Andhra Pradesh. I need 1 minute, ma'am. This is the first time I'm speaking. This is the maiden speech. It's just 1 minute. The Amaravati, the foundation was laid by our Prime Minister and Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu. But then, after YSRCP came into power, they have opted for 3 capitals, and these 3 capitals, not even a foundation, not even a stone was laid. And Polavaram project, and 33,000 acres of fertile land was donated by our Amaravati farmers, which has gone to waste. And Polavaram project, not even 70% was completed by Telugu Desam Party, but not even 1% was built. About 13,000 crores were given in July 15, 2022 to YSRCP party, but it was completely used for corruption. And 8,000 crores were given from the central government to the Panchayati Raj, which not even a rupee was used for our village panchayats. Not even a single not even a single industry, not even a single IT company, especially in my region, Rayalaseema region, not even a single IT company was brought by the YSRCP. All we saw was vendetta politics, liquor mafia, sand mafia, and also land mafia, but nothing else. As you can see, YSRCP party, Yuvajana Shramik, Raitu party, youth of our state we have gone begging. Then Shramiks, we have seen their hunger, suicide, and our farmers, we have seen our suicides of the farmers.
Thank you.
So my only request is, I would like the union minister, union government to support our state, because
for giving me the opportunity to deliver this speech on President's address. Sir, the Honorable President of India read her speech, which was drafted by the Union government, led by Mr. Narendra Modi ji, the Honorable Prime Minister. In the President's address, role of the Election Commission of India has been praised. What she could have been done, excepting praising. We are having a great respect for the Election Commission of India, all constitutional bodies. The standard of conducting the election in a fair manner was really taken by, seriously was taken by Sri T.N. Seshan, he was the election commissioner. From the very outer side, one may come into the conclusion that yes, this time also fair election has been done. Repeatedly during the election, all we, including our leader, the Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, raised so many questions about the role of the Election Commission of India. Now the question is whether the Election Commission of India has conducted election in 2024 impartially. In our state, had acted on the basis of the desire of the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders. A good number of police officers, right from DG to OC, were transferred because of the desire of the BJP leaders. And not only that, before effecting such transfers, the leader of the opposition of the State Assembly, in a public speech, was used to say, these officers will be transferred, these officers will be transferred, these officers will be transferred, these officers will be transferred. You know, now, Oita, public speech, public speech, he was telling, in terms of the dictation of the Bharatiya Janata Party leaders. Every stage, every time, interfered with the election process. Not a single one has been said. But when we lost the complaint against the BJP candidates and the BJP leaders, no step was taken. No step was taken. In a marginal win, 10,000 seats, 7,000 seats, 8,000 seats, 8,000 votes, they have won because of the blessings. Otherwise, you would not have seen even the 12% from the Bharatiya Janata Party from the West Bengal. What the CISF has done, sir? CISF, they were threatening the voters, go and cast votes in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Do you know in the fifth phase of election, that is on the date of my election and Sajda Ahmad's elections, do you know, previous night, CISF entered into the house, molested two women. One is at Ulubedia and one is at, yes, and one is at my constituency, Jangipara, my constituency, Jangipara. It is the same that his CISF have entered into the house.
माननीय एक मिनट
अरे सुनो भाई,
एक मिनट।
2 CISF officers were arrested.
माननीय सदस्य, आप वरिष्ठ सदस्य हैं,
सर
अपन को
क्यों नहीं बोलेंगे? क्यों नहीं बोलेंगे? बोलना होगा. 2 CISF officers were arrested. 2 CISF officers were arrested. Now, sir, just to why the 7th phase election? Why? We have objected to that. Why the 7th phase election? Election was conducted for 3 months. To accommodate whom? To accommodate whom? Of course, I will speak.
एक मिनट माननीय सदस्य, एक मिनट माननीय सदस्यगण, एक मिनट नहीं, एक मिनट एक मिनट अनुराग, एक सेकंड, आप वरिष्ठ सदस्य, माननीय सदस्य, हमें चुनाव आयोग जैसी संस्थाओं पर निष्पक्षता के सवाल नहीं उठाएंगे तो ठीक रहेगा, मेरा मानना है।
आप बुलाई सर, उनको बुलाई।
Sorry, you have not kept. Sorry, I could not have.